What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be installing the CorkSport rear wiper delete kit. If that sounds interesting to you, let's hop into it. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to address something because I've had some commenters on my last video, in my Crosstrack video, when I did this mod to the Crosstrack, saying like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you get rid of such a functional mod? How many times, think to yourself, how many times you've ever used your rear wiper? I've had 3 vehicles and I've never used the rear wiper on them one time, mainly because my cars are always clean. And even when it is raining, what do you need to see so badly out your rear window? Obviously, you need your front window because you're going forward, because in life is all about moving forward, not looking behind us. So let me address y'all. What do you need to be looking in the back for? Our future, our success is moving forward, not looking back in the past. Think about that. You're not gonna hate me! But in all seriousness, it's just a mod just to clean up the back end, make it look a little more uniform. Like I said, people that never use their rear wiper. I've never used my rear wiper on my cars. That's why I just delete them. Okay, it's functional, yeah. And if I were to ever sell the car, I'll just keep the little motor and just put it back in. It's no big deal. But enough of my little rant. I just wanted to address those people that are gonna question why people do this mod to their vehicle. Like I said, it's basically just for looks. So this mod is just to each his own. If you're interested in doing it, I'm gonna show you how to do it. If not, that's cool too, okay? You do you, boo, all right? Let's hop into the video. All right, guys, so like I said, I picked this up from CorkSport. This is it. Came in this cool little sardine type can thing. So we open it up, got some instructions, and you got the rear wiper delete itself. This is a pretty simple mod. There's a cap, screw, and a plug. Pretty easy. So let's go ahead and open up the back, and let's go ahead and get this started. All right, guys, so first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pop the cap straight off. Pretty simple. Okay, so pull the cap off just like that, and then it'll expose a 10mm nut, so we're gonna remove that. All right, now we're just gonna pull off the wiper. Just like that, pops right off. Almost thought I broke it for a second, but there you go, pops straight off just like that. Now again, just put this away, just keep all the components together and store it in a nice place just in case. Put this back on your vehicle. All right, guys, I just wanna make a quick little note real quick before we move on. I actually just ran over to AutoZone real quick because the instructions said that you need blue thread locker, okay? I don't know why they didn't slip a little thing of blue thread locker, but you're gonna need you some blue thread locker. I got this from AutoZone, it was like $8. So just a little note, if there's anything that I can critique about this thing, I mean, y'all could add like a little dash. I mean, all you need is like a little dash to put it on the screw, that's it. You couldn't put like a little packet. Come on, CorkSport. A little packet of thread locker, come on, man. Come on, man. All right, so with that out of the way, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna be removing the privacy cover. This is pretty easy, just lift off here, and I believe, just push up on this, and it just pops right out. This I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of because I need darker tint. I mean, you can keep this. I always thought these were just kind of like in the way, especially like when you're trying to pack stuff in here. They're just kind of in the way. So with the shield removed, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull off the center piece right here. Just be very gentle. It's just got a bunch of push tabs on it. Now we're exposed to here. We have 2 pop clips right here that we're going to push up and remove. Hey, yo, FedEx rolled up. More packages? Then we got 2 little nipple clips right here. We're gonna just pull those off. Boom. Oh. Now we're gonna remove these panels. God, those clips sound so violent. All right, now with those removed, we have 2 more pop clips right here. We're gonna pop those off. Okay, so now with those 2 clips removed, we're gonna move on to the latch handle right here. So there's 2 pop clips back up in here, you're gonna just take your little screwdriver and kind of gently pry them apart. All right, and that pops right out. The handle removed, we're gonna be removing this lock button right here. Now it's got, this button itself is kind of like a kind of cylinder, rectangular shape. It's got 2 pins on the side, so you just gotta pinch and pull out. So I had to go off camera for a little bit and try and figure this out because I was really struggling with it. So as you can see here, like I told you, it's kind of like a rectangular shape. It's kind of like a rectangular shape. So it's got 2 push pins right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's got 2 push pins right here, right? You hear them clicking? So you're gonna stick your one finger back in here, push on that clip, and then back underneath here, you're gonna get a long screwdriver and somehow finagle your way. I know it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of how the instructions say to do it. So you get a long screwdriver like this, long flathead, kind of like this. Stick it through, line it up perfectly or as good as you can. Like I said, I just kind of winged it. You have to do it at the same time, and you kind of like push and pull at the same time, and it just kind of like pops out. All right, so I hope that was a good explanation. I had to go off camera because, man, I was getting frustrated. I wasn't able to get it going. After you do that, we're left right here. So after you've pulled that out, all we're gonna do now is disconnect this, pull that straight out, put this off to the side. Now what we're gonna do is there's a plastic molding right here that you can clearly see, right? This has to come off too, so we gotta go back up in here, back up behind, and it's got 2 tabs up here, 2 tabs down here. So I think I'm gonna have to go grab the screwdriver and try and finagle this again. You probably can't see, but my hand's all cut up just trying to get my hands in here to figure this out. I had tools up in here. It took entirely too long. I honestly started getting a little frustrated. So what I ended up doing was I stuck the screwdriver down here, tried to finagle this clip. And once I got this clip, man, I just started prying a little bit. Then somehow this one got off, and then I was just kind of, this is probably the most difficult part right here. So with all the plastic covers completely gone, I hope, now what we're gonna do is pull this entire panel down. Just got a bunch of pop clips, just like we were used to earlier. All right, guys, so now that we have access to the wiper motor, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect these 2 tabs right here. So we're just gonna go boom, disconnect that one, and disconnect this one. Okay, and then we're gonna move this one clip right here. I don't know what's up with Mazda and these squeeze clips, but man, they're annoying. So you gotta stick your hand in. You can actually do this a little easier than squeeze and then pull it out. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be removing our 10 mil, 3 nuts, 1, 2, 3, and this whole thing should come right out. All right, guys, so now with that out of the way, what we're gonna do now is remove this rubber grommet, the factory one. Pull it out straight like that. Now we have our exposed hole right there. And now what we're gonna do is take our blue thread locker, put a little bit on there. We're gonna rub it in. We're gonna put the screw through the gasket. And then we're gonna kind of work our way in here and screw this to the plug. So you gotta get a little creative. And then after we get that started, we're just gonna tighten it down. Now you don't wanna over tighten this, just have it nice and snug. And there we go, we have it all lined up, we have it snugged. Do not over tighten this because you do have a chance of actually cracking the glass if you tighten it too hard. All right guys, so with that done, what we're gonna be doing now is reinstalling the wiper blade bracket. We're gonna be removing the motor. I didn't know that there was a little speaker on here. Pretty cool, little speaker. So they really meant 12-way speaker. They put one right here. Obviously we're gonna need that back in, but we're gonna be removing this motor right here. So that just requires 4 screws to be removed. So we're gonna do that, pop that out, and reinstall this bracket. And there we go, guys. We have the motor removed from the bracket. So what you're gonna do now is actually remove this grease that's on here, and then we can go ahead and reinstall this. Now again, remember, all these components that we've taken off, not the plastics and everything, but everything that's got to do with the wiper blade, just put that in a bag, put it like somewhere on your shelf order, just in case you want to go ahead and put this back on. That way you have it. Don't throw it away, just keep it. So now we're just going to reinstall everything just like we had it. Put our 3 screws back in place. And now it says just to secure this from rattling. So I'll probably I'll put it right there. I'm gonna grab a zip tie and we're gonna zip tie this motor clip just right there. And all right, guys, that's pretty much the install complete. All you got to do now is just work backwards, putting everything back together the way we had it. I'll show you guys a little video on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out. I'll follow you no matter where.